So hello guys, my name is G Money. So there's a topic I want to touch on very quickly. So I'm actually at work. I'm supposed to be working now, but it's 5 in the evening. We are almost about to close. So I had to hide myself really quick to do this video. But nonetheless, the topic I want to speak about is kind of interesting. I've seen a lot of attention on it. People talk about it, but most people are also afraid to talk about it. So the topic is about if you are a person who's employed, if your boss is kind of an angry person or a very, let me not say abusive, but he or she is strict or not somebody to play with. So we all know, for our work to go well and for you to be comfortable in where you are working, you need to have people around you who not really make you safe, but you can interact with them without fear, and you can feel free to ask them questions and all that kind of stuff. And the boss has to be one of them. But when the boss is someone who you are afraid to talk to, and not only you but the people, the workers around, then it shows that the boss is not somebody to play with. So yeah, I had to change the location. But as I was saying, if your boss is very strict and also at sometimes being rude, you can really have tough times while actually doing your work, which also lead to some people even quitting. So my story is, I recently got a new job, and the job, I can't complain, it's a very good job compared to the last one. But where things get tough, so when I got this job, people are telling me that the boss she's a woman, and they were telling me that she's very tough, somebody you cannot play with. She doesn't like people who waste time, who don't do what she wants. I was like, how big of a deal can it be? Because she's just a woman. Until one of the people we made friends with told me that the first day he started doing this work, that boss, she scolded him to a point he almost cried. That's how bad it was. So people really get like scared when she's around. And thank God, since I started doing this work, it's now like the third week, I have never seen her face. And I'm really thankful, because I think she has some issues, so she can't be commuting and coming to work. So I'm really thankful. But an experience that really made me believe what people used to tell me, that she's a very person, she's a person you cannot joke or play around with. It was on, let's say, last week. It was on a Saturday. So I woke up not feeling well. I had a bit of cold, so I wasn't feeling well. So I called a manager who works at where I work, and I told her that I'm not feeling well, that I will not be able to come. And she was hesitant, but she was like, okay, if it's that serious, then that's okay. I think she told the boss, but the day went all well. She never called me again to tell me come to work or any that kind of stuff. So the next day, on Sunday, the same thing happened again. So I woke up, I wasn't feeling that well, I was still recovering. So I called, but the manager that I had called on Saturday, she was not signing into work on Sunday, so I couldn't communicate with her. So the other option was me talking to the boss, and I did not have the boss number. So after borrowing the boss number, I called her, and before I even spoke, I just introduced myself. I said my name and I work for you, because like I said, we have never met. She has never ever come to work since I started working here, but she knows that I work here. When you follow up on your work, some other people have been employed, or that kind of stuff. So I said my name, introduced myself, and told her that on Saturday I was sick, and on Sunday I think also I'm not that better. So I was asking if I may not be able to come on Sunday. Let me tell you, I was in shock for what she was about to tell me. She told me, young man, you are playing with me. So here in Kenya we speak Swahili, so she was speaking in Swahili language, but on a very high tone, somebody you may not want to play with. So she told me, young man, you're playing with me. I can't remember the exact words, but I will try to express them. but the feeling was really, I was a little bit scared, and it really ruined my mood for that morning. Young man, you're playing with me. I don't want to hear your little stories. I know what you guys do. I know you don't want to come at work, and there are other people who can do the work. So stop playing with me and go to work right now. Wow. I can't say exactly in the tone, because where I am, I can't like do all the express. No, can't imitate what she actually said, but you get the point. I was really shocked, and this is my first time. I have never ever worked with a boss who is this like really somebody you are scared, that to a point where if you hear a certain rumor that she's going to come today, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be at ease in that day, because if that's how she talks through the phone to a person she has never met, even though that person works for you, that's really tough. So I've come to notice that most people, this is their day-to-day routine. Their bosses are like that. They are used to it. They're even like to a point they're no longer scared, because if your boss tells you something, scolds you, calls you names, stupid, or any kind of such things, you're just okay, because you're already used to it, and because you have no other option, because some people, we got to pay the bill, so you just don't have any option to leave the work. You just got to stay there and just pray that one day he or she will change, but you just get to know that things get tougher. At others even have issues being scolded like that and being paid less than the money that they were told or they are expected to be paid. So it's really tough. So this is an issue that it's really hard to like comprehend, and for a person like me, I do really need the job, because at some point I really need to pay the bills. Like I said, the work is not that bad, but the fact that I may hear like today the boss is coming, she's coming, and that I'm not at peace, that I'm even doing the work like shaking, or like if she sees me doing something, she'll just start scolding me. If I do a little bit of a mistake, I will be scared. It doesn't give you a safe environment to work, and it kind of makes you feel fearful, like you're not here to work, you're just scared. You're not doing something out of like you want to see the result, but you're doing it because you are fearful of what, whether she might judge you or see you doing something. You might just be doing something so little, but she sees you without even saying a word, and after she sees you, you just panic. Like where I am, we deal with like plates and even cups. Let's say you just catching a cup, or you are just wiping it, and then you see her, you look at her, and then you see that she's staring at you. You might even get afraid and even drop the cup, because you're like, she's just looking at me. Maybe she saw that I'm doing something really bad. So you see, from panicking, you just let go of the cup, it falls down, it breaks down. You get the point. It's just some illustration. So this type of like not having a safe place at work, it's something like people really need to look upon to. And if you are a worker, please check, not a worker, if you are a person who has employed people, please try to know how they feel around you. Do they fear you? Do they respect you? Do they like don't want to talk to you? Do they interact with you? Also, I'm going to tell you that in the previous job I had to be one of the best. The job was not that good, but the experience was the best. The boss still who had employed me, she was a woman, but a little bit of age. I think she was in her late 40s or her early 50s. She was the nicest person I've ever seen. Literally, she used to give me free food, and I used to go to work at 1. She gives me free food. We used to laugh together, make jokes. They knew that I was a forgetful person, so they understand my situation. So every time they used to remind me, but in a like a tone of like aggression, but just to make you like remember what you're supposed to do. But I have never had a bad encounter, to a point where I think of going back there and just greeting her, telling her thank you, because she's one of those people who just have a pure heart. And shifting from that to this new business where the boss is the opposite of what I had experienced before. It's truly shocking. But nevertheless, I want to hear your opinions in the comment section. Let me know, do people really go through tough times in their workplaces? Is this something that we need to discuss? And just tell your stories down there. I'll try to reply. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, I'm out. And have a great day. Peace out.